I'm gonna turn this car around, and there'll be no Cape Canaveral for anybody! That's it! Back to Winnipeg!
Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up to get amazing odds boosts every single day. Rudo, Blais, Meghan, and the man, the myth, the legend, Steve Stager.
Am I a myth and a legend?
Absolutely,
Wow.
you are. Absolutely
this is
a legend.
really cool, guys. Ooh, and I get
the horn?
DJ thingy. I
Let's
like
go.
it. I try that on TV and they don't let me do it.
No rules
No
here.
matter how many times I've tried to, you have to like
Welcome
whistle.
to the poorly shot pod.
What are you talking about? He's working on it. He's fine.
Before we get into the game and all that, Steve, you're here for a great cause if you want to tell all the people about it.
So we did an Avalanche watch party here tonight for Anchor Center for Blind Children. I did this ridiculous thing and volunteered to be part of their like Dancing with the Anchors fundraiser, where we do 10 weeks of lessons and we learn like this whole routine and we perform it at the end of April, and it has nothing to do with how well you dance and 100% to do with how much money that you can make. And so I was like, what do I do for a fundraiser? Because all the other people in the competition have made lots of money doing other things. And I'm like, Avs people are the people I know, so like maybe people would come and support me, and we had a hell of a crowd out here at DNVR tonight. I'm like so grateful for you guys hosting this tonight. We gave away an Avalanche team signed stick. It went for like $500.
Awesome.
$525.
Amazing.
Hopefully that's going to be like a really prized possession come, I don't know, July, end of June.
I hope so.
True.
Yeah.
So hopefully we made a ton of money for them. Anchor Center does incredible work for kids with vision impairments from birth to 5, and does a lot of great work with their families to make sure that they're kind of set up for the rest of their lives. So
Awesome.
it's a pretty cool organization. Proud to support them, but even more proud, like this is the first time I've ever hung out here. And
Welcome.
You guys are awesome. So
Thank you.
I've done stories here about like the pandemic and bars, and like I've been here in the building as a reporter. I've never actually sat down and had beers with the people here, but this is a cool place to watch a game. Like you guys have done a fantastic job, and you have a podcast studio upstairs. Like
You're sitting in it. Huh?
my podcast studio is literally like a conference room at Channel 9. It's pretty awful. So I'm incredibly grateful to be here with you guys tonight. I'm going to try to talk intelligently about the game because I was talking to people through much of it, and I'm like 3 to 4 beers deep right now. So, and there's a shot of Jaeger on the table. And it's close enough to my last name that I guess I'll have to take it at some point. So
That's awesome. So the real question, though, is this magic mic routine that you're going to be doing for the dancing.
Right,
How well is that going?
When they originally brought it up that I would have to take my shirt off, I was like, do I do this? Like, I guess it's for the kids. No one wants to see that. No, I'm actually doing a country two-step, which at one point involves me doing push-ups. Which is a sight to see. Because I think the 2 push-ups that I do in the routine is like double what I typically do like in a week. I might do 1 push-up at some point. No, I'm like, guys, what you have built here is incredible, and I am grateful to be here. So
Thank you.
very much.
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Let's not let the Jaeger get warm. Let's
we're going to do it right off the bat.
let's get our victory shots in.
It's spelled like my last name. Minus the ST with the AEG.
Stager,
Cheers.
Jaeger,
Cheers.
Makar
Cheers.
doesn't quite get there, but it's close.
Cheers. Oh my goodness.
That is the first time I've done a shot of Jaeger on video. And it's just like I remember it in college. It is just...
Now,
Yeah.
are you a Jaeger?
From
Are you a
college.
Jaeger fan, or are you not?
Well, I don't do it that often.
Fair enough.
I don't know if I like black licorice all that much, but like it tastes pretty good.
Oh yes, thank you, chat. We need your bad food take, Steve.
I should probably be reading all these comments because people are probably like, "Who the hell is this?"
No,
guy?
you should probably ignore most of them.
That's the smart move right there.
But we do have everyone on the pod. They have to give us their bad food take. For example, I like mayonnaise on burritos.
What planet are you from?
Exactly.
What's my bad food? I guess like my bad food take would be my mother used to do like a sandwich with just bacon and ketchup. It's pretty solid. Like you
that
get the
doesn't seem
salt from the ketchup. You get like
that
a little
bad.
umami from the ketchup.
What
and,
kind of
like,
bread?
I like that she likes to know. Like I'm trying to remember. Like I think growing up in the Midwest, it was probably like Wonder Bread. So like now I've like upped it to like the like whole grain. You know,
Okay.
you gotta stay healthy with the ketchup and bacon.
True.
I'm one of those like I'll do ketchup on eggs too, and people get really weirded out by that.
I mean,
Like,
that's
you do
not the
ketchup on
worst.
Scrambled eggs, is that not?
That's kinda
interesting.
weird.
Yeah,
One of our
it weird?
PHNX people does ketchup
It's not
on
weird.
like rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ketchup
Are
on
they
rice.
Hispanic?
Ketchup on rice.
No, she's Canadian actually.
All right.
So it's out there.
What are the bad? So mayo on what did you say? Burritos?
mayo on? I have a lot of bad food
on
takes.
burritos?
Mayo on burritos. I don't like chocolate.
I wouldn't.
I didn't know that one.
I wouldn't eat burritos, or I wouldn't eat mayo for the longest time, just like from a consistency standpoint. Like,
I'm there with you.
I'm not a texture eater at all. It's all flavor.
because it's like white and creamy, but it doesn't really like have any flavor.
Disagree.
Like, what's the flavor of mayo?
It's like
Egg.
it's just got a little bit of tang to it.
like
Are we sure it's not sour cream?
I mean, sour cream's good
sour
too.
cream's weird too, though. Like, that's another one. Like I had like as a kid, I had this thing against like white creamy substances, which this is now going to be used against me in a political campaign at some point. Somebody's going to pull this clip.
Steve hates ice cream. Confirmed.
Like I like ice cream, but like
hates ice
sour. Steve hates ice cream. Little man revolts, or like sweet action. Like who is this guy? No, I don't know. I guess I could see it. Like mayo has grown on me and later in life.
Okay.
but,
All right.
but
Do
what's your bad food take?
Ketchup on French toast.
See, that's bad.
weird.
That's bad. Right?
Weird.
Like
Just weird.
sweet and kind of like tangy. Like I don't know, but like it might work
It feels similar to
On,
ketchup
like-
bacon sandwich.
on like any French toast.
Standard French toast, not like a.
So like brioche with the like. Okay.
All right. Does Cale Makar liking mayo chicken help you like mayo more?
Yes. Cale Makar liking anything helps me.
I just learned a new.
You picked the right jersey tonight, obviously.
I was shocked that it paid off in the end.
A bit out of left field.
I don't know who requested the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald on like, but a little Gordon Lightfoot right now playing in the bar is everything to me.
Buckle up.
As
You're
a Michigander, that is like,
oh
that means
my
the world.
goodness.
Yeah.
Well, at least you chose the right team if you're a Michigan.
Bad takes, Michigan.
Let's not get into the history of that because like you don't have enough comment thread at some point that like that's gonna fill up with people. Like if I start talking about the fact that I was a giant Red Wings fan and continue to kind of be, but like the Avs are my team now.
So look, best man at my wedding is a Wings fan. I understand.
Who's the best man at your wedding?
Where's
Dylan
Micah?
Larkin.
What
Fallon?
city? Dylan Larkin.
Dearborn? Just outside of
His name is
Detroit?
Sergei Fedorov, and he was the best man at my wedding.
He genuinely had a Fedorov jersey. I'm not
Really?
even kidding you. Yeah.
Sergei was fun to watch back in the day.
I hated him.
I've got some
course.
stories about him.
I hated Joe Sakic too. Now I love him.
Did you though?
The
But,
dude
like,
fleeces people.
there was
like,
a respect between Yzerman and Sakic, though.
mutual. Like my podcast we do from the cheap seats on 9 News, which we haven't done in like 3 years, so we don't really do it anymore. But my podcast host friend Jeff Sautel, who has season tickets with me to the Avs, we always talk about this, about like the mutual respect that we had in each team. Like I love Joe Sakic. I love Peter Forsberg. I think they were both really fun players to watch. I will never be able to get behind Patrick Waugh.
Wow. Good thing AJ's not here.
I know AJ would smoke me on that, but Patrick Waugh. I mean, Patrick Waugh is an incredible goaltender. Don't get me wrong, but like as a Wings fan in like '96, like high school Steve or grade school Steve would be kicking my. Can I say?
Yes, you can swear.
This is so weird. Like regular TV. Like high school Steve would be kicking my ass if I said that like Patrick Waugh was fantastic.
You view the Statue of Liberty moment a little bit differently than Avs fans do.
I do.
Yeah, okay. Just check.
Well, I also I view the Turtle Claude Lemieux moment differently than a lot
Oh
of
boy. Oh boy.
When did you move here?
I moved here in 2014,
Okay.
and I begrudgingly supported the Red Wings for 3 years. Then I met my wife.
No,
and I was
there it is.
And I was like, this chick is awesome. She likes hockey. She likes
Yes.
cats. 2 of the things that I like. I enjoy in life. I know, right? Like, super cool dude. But I was like, she likes hockey, but she likes the Avs. And like, we had this thing for a little while where I was like, I'm still going to support my team. And then she was like, we should go to games more often. So we did, because like I'm a hockey fan first. We go to the games, and I'm like, this team is legit and fun to watch. And I can get behind the culture, like if I have to.
Let's go.
And here I am, like high school or grade school Steve. I keep saying high school Steve. Grade school Steve would kick my ass if he knew that I was wearing an Avalanche jersey in any sort of professional meeting.
So let me ask, did you wear a Detroit Red Wings jersey to the games
I
when
did.
you first
So I wore
came
to
here?
the outdoor game a couple of years ago. At the time, I had not met my wife yet. I was
Oh.
dating another girl from Detroit that I met here.
Oh, boy.
I met her at
Staying
the outdoor
strong.
games. Yeah.
Detroit strong.
She was like, "Hey, you're from Michigan." I'm like, "Hey," and then that didn't work out, and like it's probably because like she wasn't the right person. And
She was a Detroit
not
fan.
from-
We
yeah,
understand.
Yeah. She's a Wings fan. And then I met the Avalanche loving, like, hockey fan that my wife is, and it turned out that it just played out really well.
For our Euro and out of state fans, Steve is the sports anchor on 9 News locally.
Not even
here.
sports. I cover news, man.
You're full anchor man
So
now.
I cover news, so I don't have to cover sports because like otherwise I would be the biggest homer in the world, and they don't like support that unless you like root for the Broncos. They don't support you being a homer. So I am a TV news guy.
And you also are brothers with Hank that works here? No?
No.
You guys look exactly
you do look.
alike.
You do look
You look
kind
like
of
you guys could be brothers.
Henry Chisholm
Henry Chisholm.
covers the Buffs for us.
Covers the Buffs.
Henry Chisholm also looks like Chris Bryant.
Henry Chisholm.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Have you seen a picture of Chris Bryant?
Don't listen to you out here.
Listen to me, man. I'm drunk. What do you mean?
He's had the Jaeger shot. Henry Chisholm sounds like a dude out of like a Western.
It does.
Right?
He
Definitely
is,
not,
He's
but
from
yes.
Montana. to be
Oh,
fair.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Henry Chisholm sounds like somebody I would square up against if I were gonna walk like 12 paces that way, turn around and like shoot someone. Like that's a really cool name. That's a really cool name.
Okay, we spent a lot of time
All
here.
right, like, do you guys remember the Red Wings suck bumper sticker? I remember it quite well from my days. I'm reading the comments. You said not to read the comments? Is that-
No, we do.
You can read whatever you want. Yes, yeah, here.
Jesse is engaged.
Jesse is engaged. That's why he's not here today.
Yeah, let's go, Jesse.
Got
to
him.
his made-up
Yeah,
girlfriend.
a very real person.
Congratulations,
I
Jesse.
love that you have that sound effect. My world. Like, if I were to do the news and we're going to be like, it's going to be 80 degrees out tomorrow, 80 degrees. Oh, he's not ready. Like, I don't know, like the mayor is announcing free rides on RTD. Like, wouldn't that make, like, people who watch this would watch the news?
Yeah. You're hitting that younger demographic with the sounds there.
And this will make you right at home.
Is that the 9 News sound?
I
You're
dig
really
that.
having
That's
fun with
good.
it.
Yeah, y'all here came prepared. Let's go. We do a thing every game, and I'm putting you at risk because we've already made the graphic and you don't know who it is. Who are you picking for king of the game for the Avs tonight?
Cale Makar.
All right, good. I'm glad.
Can we change it to Jesse getting
We
engaged?
maybe should change it to Jesse. A good point. But Makar,
Getting engaged?
Yes.
he picks up an assist. He gets the game-winning goal.
Yes, that goal.
Gets Blais paid big time. 1.
Oh, I was doing bad until that goal.
2, chat. Be honest, chat. Who's winning the Norris? Makar or Josi?
Let's open it up. Megan.
I don't think I'm in a position to say because I think it's Josi.
I think you're going to get this. You're going to get the same answer from Blais in about 4 seconds. Here.
How on earth can you give the Norris to anybody else than Cale? Like, and maybe I'm not watching enough Preds games, but like,
man, Josi is on a tear right now. He's got, I think, 22 goals. How many points does he have right now?
Who votes on this?
I think it's 80
writers.
4 or something.
Old legacy
Josi?
hockey writers who.
Yeah, but the thing is like you look at the two, right? You've got Josi that's tearing it up, scoring a bunch of goals. Lately has been on fire. You have Cale Makar, who just consistently puts up points. But if you look at those points and what they mean to the team,
That's what.
how many times has he scored an overtime winner or the goal that makes it, where the Avs pull away from a team?
How many assists
you
has
have
he
to
dished?
weigh that in.
Like he's dished so many assists that have led to like huge goals for the Avs too.
Yeah.
I would definitely give the clutch award to Makar. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind on
Absolutely.
that.
And I would give him the
Yes.
award because if I don't win it, my kids don't go to hockey school. There's no hockey camp for Blaze's kids this summer. If Cale does not win the Norris, because I have 9 bets on him winning the Norris.
I agree with Troy here. I do think Makar is overall a better defenseman. I think he's better in the defensive zone. He has more goals than Josi, if we're looking for reasons to give it to him.
Can we talk about who's broken more ankles?
Absolutely.
True, very true.
Makar has sent people to the Shadow Realm. There's no doubt about that.
There are people having terrible nightmares about Cale Makar in the NHL
Every
right
night.
now.
Yeah.
Hands down.
One of them's on
All right, give
the
us the Roman
Blackhawks.
Josi argument because we've argued
Okay,
for Cale
so
Makar.
some of it was what he means to his team, and
So you're saying the Preds suck. I'm here for this.
so and looking to it, some of the people that Makar has gotten the chance to play alongside this season, I think has benefited his development. And this is going to be a weaker side of my argument, but I think that
I like that you
Makar
admit that.
has a future at winning the Norris, a long future. Like, there's a lot of years ahead of him to be up for this award that I know he's going to get it at a later date, if not this year.
So you're saying like Roman deserves something at some point?
And his window of opportunity is probably closing sooner than Makar's, and I recognize that's maybe a flimsier side of my argument. But
It's
I just want to
not. That's
spread
not a flimsy side of
it
the
around
argument.
Oh, it's
a little bit.
100%.
I didn't know Meghan was part of the old boys club of hockey here. What a take.
This is the legacy riders argument, though, which is exactly what you're going to get when you go to vote for the Norris.
And
You're not
thankfully I
wrong.
won't be voting. So
You should be.
If you actually were voting, would you still vote for Josi?
no.
Exactly.
And that's why you're not voting.
Well, and the other problem is he's in the Central Time Zone, and we all know that everyone's
True.
from the East Coast,
The Avalanche don't
so they
exist.
don't get as much view time on Cale Makar.
That's so
East
true.
Coast bias confirmed.
Can we talk about, though, like Nashville in general?
Sure.
Yeah.
So my podcast host friend and I, who have the season tickets, we've done a couple of hockey trips. One of the places I've always wanted to see is in their barn. But I just cannot stand Nashville fans.
Really?
And this is another thing that's going to, like, when I run for president someday, somebody's going to run this clip and be like,
Steve hates Nashville.
somebody's going to run this clip and be like he's unfit for America, because he doesn't support like the central of the country. But like, they're like the cheers, like the people who come to Ball Arena, which I want to keep calling Pepsi Center lately, and I don't know why.
It's just so ingrained.
I called it Pepsi Center on television once, and somebody from KSE sent me an email. It was like, just so you know. And I'm like, I know that, right? But it's been
Pepsi Center for 20 years. It's hard to shake.
But like, the fans drive me up the freaking wall. And maybe that's, and I've made this point known on my podcast before, and I've gotten some really angry feedback about it.
I think this is your your classic Detroit hockey roots coming out, because Nashville is very much not the standard hockey
Very
city.
much. They're like a college hockey fan base, like where they're like
Yes.
warm up the car,
Easy.
warm up the
Whoa. Yeah, where are we going here with this?
My college hockey team from Oakland University in Rochester, Michigan was a D2 like club team, but like it's very like, I don't know like what the right word for it is, but it pisses me off when I'm sitting, because I'm on the attack one side, so I always get all the fans from the other side on my and then my wife has to like calm me down when I'm like gonna like, she's like, there are children here, Steve, like please stop. Like, she's a teacher, she knows better.
She's the responsible one.
But
Got
I
it.
feel like the Nashville folks are the ones that come into the building and they're kind of annoying.
They get rowdy for sure.
Maybe we give the Roman Josi thing like so that they're all happy, and then maybe they don't.
They're less feral.
I hate your take. I hate your take.
It's a terrible take. It's the worst. It's the Jaeger.
That's not where I thought that was
The
going.
Jaeger. Confirmed. Blame the Jaeger.
Steve has my vote, man. Give it to
Thank you. Just give it to.
President.
Yeah. So so that they can stop being Nashville fans.
We do need to have a 60-second rundown of the game. Any takers, or am I doing this?
Rudo, I did the last one, so it's your turn.
It's me? Okay. First period, the Avs actually played way better than the score shows. They made 2 critical mistakes defensively, and Francouz didn't bail them out. Second period, the Avs remembered that they're just better than the Winnipeg Jets and decided to score goals, including Eric Johnson. Go watch my video on his legacy. It's a good video, I promise. Third period, the Avs should have won the game in regulation. Absolutely, there's no doubt about it.
And then Mikko Rantanen.
Rantanen.
What is he doing? Like, that was a cross check, right?
Not only was that a cross check, Nathan MacKinnon, just shoot the puck into the empty net, bud.
That was
Game's
Too many
over.
stick handles.
Avs got a little bit too cute. They paid the price. They gave up the point to Winnipeg, but maybe this was just a big brain play to put more pressure on Vegas, giving Winnipeg a point, and then they win the game anyway because Cale Makar is dope as hell.
Conspiracy Fridays.
Get the tinfoil hat out. Let's go. Avs made it harder than it had to be, but they got the job done. So I don't know what to tell you, chat. We're here vibing, having a great time.
I'm reading the.
Maybe 9.
That's shorter than Blais, though.
I'm reading
I
the
hit
chat. Somebody brought up that Wild fans are worse, and maybe I have to shout out this guy every time. So one of the first games I went to when I like D-Wings fan and became an Avs fan was the Avs played the Wild. It was the Milan Hajduk retirement night.
Yep.
And I will never forget, there was a guy who sat in front of us who had a Wild jersey on, and on the letter plate on it, it just said no cups, and it was 0. And I was like, that guy is awesome. But I do understand that Wild fans are bad. So whoever that was, because it disappeared, you guys get a lot of chat on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We're not
Wait
used to
till we
this.
get to our super chats.
In
bud.
television, it's usually like, you idiot. Like that like that's what we get in TV. But like, you guys get like,
Oh, just wait. You'll see some of those
Yeah,
takes.
why
too.
watch you guys?
You see, the magic of YouTube is you just get to ban the guys that say you're an idiot. So
I watch you guys after the game sometimes, and I've always been very jealous. I'm like, I would like to come on the pod at some point, but I don't know how to work my way in.
you're welcome anytime.
This is the way to do it.
There's,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
here
a
I
remote option.
I just sent you
Just call in.
my mock-up for the Minnesota Wild jerseys. So.
Yes, this is
I'm
a
So
good.
that's Steve.
nervous.
Send it to the other chat, Blais. You know which one.
Okay.
I've actually seen.
Is that there's someone named Casey Kasem on there, or Casey Cheatham?
Yeah,
Oh, Ben's got the Red Wings suck. I am so used to the Red Wings suck chat now, or chant. It's great.
they go home to their little cars. Yes.
They don't take public transportation.
I actually agree. The 0 cups jersey, it's a perfect bath mat. If
cup-
you've never,
yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
great stuff.
I was super pleased with it. I was like, what a way to troll a team. Like, if you're going to troll a team, like, you went out and you bought a
You paid
jersey
$200
for
for this
like,
jersey.
customized a jersey for this team. That's pretty good. That's solid too. I like it.
There you go. You can get the custom mild version of the Zero Cup.
So
jersey.
yeah, last year I had a bunch of Minnesota fans just all over me in my mentions. It was great because I am from Minnesota, not Michigan.
Oh, there you go.
So I
What
know
part of
all
Minnesota are you
the
from?
stories. Bemidji, northern Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah, you're used to the cold.
Yeah.
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 Sucks to suck.
Where are you from? You're from here?
I'm from here.
Basically here.
Basically here? What is basically here?
I was a military brat. I moved a
Okay.
lot, but I've been
Okay.
here a long time.
Okay.
She's got a DU jersey on. You know where she's from.
I'm pretty impressed by it's like a solid DU jersey.
Thank you.
too.
It's
Did you watch the
actually
game yesterday?
Only jersey I
I did.
own.
Were you going for Michigan?
No, I was going for DU because I'm a standard human being. I can't root for U of M. Like, what do I like? Like, I went to Oakland University, which used to be a satellite school of Michigan State.
Yeah.
So I guess like if I pledge anything, it's Michigan State, but I'm never going to get involved in that.
Spartans.
Yeah.
It's just-
I think that's
Anyway.
where Lyles went. Johnny Lyles?
Yeah, Johnny Lyles. Yeah, my wife, giant John
Aw.
Lyles fan. She is.
Whose wife isn't? Let's be honest.
I would say if Gabriel Landeskog and John Michael Lyles were to somehow like ask my wife out, like, I'd be in the dust.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
Both of them are in my hall passes. Okay, let's be honest.
If they asked me,
Personal hall pass.
Yeah.
look, if they asked me out, my wife would be good with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you a Jimmo fan?
I missed who the other person in the conversation was. It was Lyles and who?
Landy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh,
I am.
there's the
I am.
response.
You're
Oh
the
my
Lyles,
God.
Like fan club?
I
Or,
mean,
like-
not probably number one, but probably somewhere on the board.
He's a very attractive dude.
Who's that?
Like John Michael. Lyles.
See, we're getting
I
lost.
think
with our
Landy's hotter.
blondes
I
here.
think Landy's hotter.
He's like, okay, here's something for your chat now.
Oh, they'll have answers. Don't worry.
Who's hotter, John Michael Lyles or Landeskog?
So everything I've been told is that men tend to trend toward Landy, and women tend to trend toward Lyles. I don't chat. You can confirm that for us, obviously.
So, like, I don't know if I trend toward either one of them. Like, I'm trying to think who I would like. Who has the better hair of the two?
I'm seeing a lot of Landy come through in the chat. seeing a lot of Landy.
It's all dudes saying that. Landy
It is true. We need the women's opinion as well.
I could get my wife is downstairs. So I can bring her in.
Preach the
I would
book
love
of
to hear
lies.
what
I
like
could text-
what it is
I
like.
could text her at some point, and we'll see.
Put these
like,
two stallions next to each other. Pick one. There's a wrong answer.
Put Steve next to John Michael.
There you go.
Lyles.
You got to put yourself in there. Who are you going with?
She's always said that Landy is her hall pass. She has a signed Landy jersey. like-
You get 3 though, right?
You get 3. It's
Is that a
standard.
rule?
That's the rules.
Is
You
that
get
in the
3 hall
vows?
passes.
That's
yeah,
like- that's
in the
fine.
bylaws for
Rudo,
sure.
Rudo, your wife. You might want to talk to her about this if it's 3. It's
Look.
usually 1.
What's the hall pass for you? Like
Men?
like Landy is one
Landy,
of them,
Brad Pitt,
right? So let's go like the
Demeanor?
other direction. Like
Jennifer Lawrence.
Olivia Munn.
Ooh, good answer.
Thank you.
Good answer.
Thank you.
G4 was my shit.
The Newsroom, which sounds
Yeah,
incredibly
I
like
love the Newsroom. Great show.
she was fantastic in that show too. Probably. Oh, I'm trying to think. I had this all down when I was in college radio. This was like my jam. This is like all we.
You were
talked
all about
in
it?
College radio.
When I was younger, it was Angelina Jolie, but probably not anymore.
Who's the the Notebook?
Rachel McAdams.
Thank you, Rachel McAdams. Yes.
What about
yes.
Carrie Ann Moss?
Nah,
I'd probably.
no.
Good
Feel
one.
is like I would put like.
Her husband is
Did
from
anybody
Colorado.
watch Smallville, or am I the only one who watched Smallville?
I know
So,
you're
like,
talking about Kristen.
Kruk,
I don't
whoever
know
played
how to
Lana Lang on Smallville.
Beautiful.
Oh.
This is the
And-
best
and honestly-
episode of this podcast
honestly,
ever. I
from-
love this episode so
from,
much.
From Chuck. Did anyone watch
Oh
Chuck?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's hot. She's
Yvonne
hot.
Strakowski.
Absolutely yes, in the hall passes for sure.
Good point.
We need what, Megan? Who are in your hall passes? We need a female voice here.
John, Michael, Lyles, and Landy.
No. I'm not really into blondes. I'm so sorry. I've led everyone astray in this conversation. I've had men in my DMs like, Landy, right? I'm like, no, it's not. And you're right. You make a great point. It's the men who prefer Landy, I think.
I'm saying.
But I don't think I can give my hall passes.
No?
Keep that close.
Why?
I gotta keep that close.
All right.
Megan, what if they're listening right now and they're like, oh.
Yeah, what if they're huge DNVR fans and they're like, I wonder who her hall pass
Then
was.
no, definitely don't give your hall passes if that's the case. Give hall passes completely unrelated to DNVR. Okay. We are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account to get amazing odds boosts every single day. You can still get amazing odds on the Masters right now. You missed out on the deal where you bet money on the Masters and get I think it was $25 for every birdie Bryson DeChambeau makes. Can't get it on that anymore, but you can get on UFC 273. Excuse me. You bet $5 on any of the fights, and you get $150 in free bets from DraftKings when you're a new account with the code DNVR. So be sure to sign up on that. If you're an existing account, you get amazing odds boosts every single day. Just go to DraftKings, go to the odds boost. You can bet on darts. You can bet on badminton. You can bet on floorball. Whatever you want, they got you covered. You can bet on it when it comes to the sports world. So go over there. Be sure to use the DNVR code. Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Other terms, restrictions, and conditions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And, of course, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Also brought to you by Breckenridge Brewery. I got a Avalanche Ale there. Steve's got a Juice Drop IPA. They got a bunch of amazing beers. Yahir's got a Mountain Beach back there. You can't see it, but they make dope beer. It tastes delicious. Go get yourself some. You can get it at your local liquor store. Use the Breck Beer Locator online to find it near you. Or, of course, 8 different kinds on tap down here at the DNVR bar. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. All right, let's actually talk about this hockey game a little bit.
How good was it to see Sturm?
Oh, he was playing so good. He deserves that first goal. He genuinely deserves it. I know he didn't get it. I know it goes in off of Knack.
Right spot, though.
Absolutely. Jumps into a play, makes a play happen. Sturm's the type of guy that fan bases fall in love with a guy like that, right? Because he works so hard and he puts himself in the right spot. Megan, let's start with you on this one. The Avs depth tonight. Was it good?
Okay, I was thinking about this earlier on in the game because it was from the frame of like the last game into the next, right? Helm gets a goal, Abe Kubel gets a goal. It's kind of incidental and maybe not so intentional.
For sure.
They're getting goals. So tonight specifically, I'm impressed with the depth overall because the people who are trying hard need to be trying hard, right? It's that entire fourth line. They're trying hard. The penalty kill was put to the test. Helm was called up. And importantly, Abe Kubel still gets that goal. So I'm at peace with it.
Okay. Certainly they don't ask how, right? The puck just ends up in the back of the net.
Right, and maybe tonight it's a great game where you see that happen and everybody gets a little piece. I think you asked me too who I had being the guy to get it done tonight.
Yep.
I said Nichuschkin, and it just ended up being a little bit of everybody.
Great point. You got goals from Makar, Knack, EJ, MacKinnon. I forget who scored the fifth one off the top of my head. Berkey.
Yep.
The best goal of the night. Is easily the best goal of the night, and that's the one I forgot.
I had NEWHOOK as
Berkey's
my
been
king of
very
the game
forgettable
for much
lately.
of that game.
You did.
Yeah.
They actually gave that to MacKinnon.
What?
That's what they have right here. MacKinnon assists is Berkey.
No, that's the MacKinnon goal.
Oh,
There's
no,
also a
okay,
Burakovsky
okay,
goal.
yeah, they got a Berkey goal.
Berkey's just good and got an assist also.
The Eric Johnson goal, though, the 2 assists there is NEWHOOK
Yeah.
and Nico.
Should we talk about that? A 2-assist night for NEWHOOK. I mean, feels like that dude has been on the precipice of greatness
If you
for
want to
a
talk
minute
about
now.
a team that's getting ready for the playoffs, is what you're seeing in the Avalanche right now, is a team that isn't just relying on 1 and 2. They're looking at their depth, and they're saying, we can do it as well. Even though EJ scores that goal, it's set up by the basically whatever you want to call it, third, fourth line. That's your third line right now.
Yep.
So
As a Red Wings guy, I have to point out that Darren Helm has been very productive lately.
once they traded for people and his job was on the line,
Yeah.
he's been very productive. So I hope that
he was
keeps
not
up.
productive beforehand, and I was like, man, this isn't the Helmer I know. But he's been really productive lately.
That's true. What do you got any inside details on Helm as the
I
Red
don't.
Wings fan?
No, I don't, because I've been an Avs fan for the last 6 years.
Okay.
So I don't really know.
You saw Helm as a rookie, and that was
that's basically it. Yeah.
I mean, the thing that Helm brings, though, is just that experience, right? Like, he
sure.
understands what it takes to go deep into the playoffs. Like, he was part
Beyond
of
the
teams
second round. Yeah.
Beyond the second round,
Whoa.
exactly.
wow, just a little bit of a shiv there,
I
right?
didn't mean the shiv, but like that's what we all feel, right? There's like what's preventing this team from going beyond the second round.
Well, what is going to make this year successful for the Avalanche in the eyes of the fans?
Got to make the conference finals.
Is it chip or bust, or is it making the Western Conference final? Is it getting past that second round?
It depends
It's
on
getting
who you
past
ask.
the second round.
Yeah, I agree.
They must get past the second round this time around.
So
I agree.
after that second round, if you make it into the Western Conference finals, you're good losing that?
If you're Paul Klee for the Denver Gazette, you're saying that like something weird would have to happen to stop this team from winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. The Florida Panthers?
No,
But
they
if-
won't make the Cup Finals. We're aware of this. I don't count on anything in the Cup Finals. The Avs should make the Cup this year. They should beat everybody in the West.
I like
that
it.
I'm confident in.
What if do you think is there a surprising team that comes in the West and gives them a battle? Like Vegas last year, I kind of thought especially after that first game, I'm like, this will be easy. And then just got destroyed. I didn't even watch the last game. I've watched every Avalanche hockey game. That's my Michigan coming out when I say Avalanche. I've watched every Avalanche hockey game in the last 5 years, and I didn't watch the last game in that series against Vegas just because I knew what
You
was
already
gonna
knew.
happen, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's tough. They seem like on a crash course with Calgary in the conference finals, but the other team that seems decent in the West is Minnesota to me. I think the Avs are better. I think they'll beat them.
You're dismissing Calgary?
Yes.
If their coach is dismissing Calgary.
Johnny Gaudreau is soft.
That feels like psyops. I feel like the Calgary coach dismissing Calgary themselves and pinning the Avalanche as the contender that they are is to give us false hope or something, elevate our confidence. I don't know. It feels
I think Daryl Sutter definitely knows enough to be
he
like,
knows what he's doing.
yeah, exactly. I when I heard him say that too, I had the exact same thought that you did, where it's like he knows and he's just trying to underplay the opponent and make it seem like, oh yeah, nobody wants to play Colorado or whatever he said.
Colorado.
Dude sounds like he's got his jaw closed.
He's definitely got the Canadian.
Nobody wants to play Colorado
Plains
in the
accent
first round
for
'cause
sure.
They all know that they're gonna he there's something there. He knows they could be good enough to potentially put up a fight against the Avs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's more confident than he lets on, but I don't have faith in Calgary. I don't think that they are a team that can beat an upper echelon team like the Avalanche. I don't think anyone in the West is competitive, and I think there's maybe 3 teams in the East that are competitive with this team on paper.
Who are those teams?
Carolina, begrudgingly Florida. The third spot, you could go Tampa. You could go Toronto if they ever get out of the first round.
By the way, I took some heat for this, and I tweeted something, and many hockey writers wrote to me pissed because I was like, do we think that Joe Sakic was just playing Denver media at a certain point and be like, yeah, we're Claude Giroux definitely in the game, and everybody's like, oh yeah, as they're looking at Claude Giroux. And then Sir Valley or whatever, the guy from the Philly guy, is basically yeah, nobody talked to Colorado at any point during this deal. Like, do we think that was Denver media getting played? Do we think that was like Joe fleecing people for like what Joe? No.
I think there is truth to it.
You think there was okay?
Because we saw real members of the Flyers scouting games, but among other things,
I remember
I'm
your
sure.
reporting. I think in
There was
Yes.
Eagles, but they were at DU. They were
That's
at
true.
Ball Arena. I think there was truth to it, but I think it was among other possibilities with other teams that maybe wasn't being weighted evenly.
okay.
I don't know if it was just Giroux or solely Giroux the whole time, and maybe that was a bit deceptive.
It's one of those weird situations, right? I think at the beginning they were very much in on it.
Yeah.
But when it came down to that last week of the trade deadline, I think Giroux pretty much said, I'm going to Florida. Deal with it.
It sounds like it.
And I feel like Joe, in his right mind, said like, "Good luck.
Yep,
Good luck with
for
that."
sure.
Yeah, like have
Your
fun down
problem
there.
now,
Yeah, like,
yeah.
if you want to be part of that, like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
did the charts,
I just-
and it was the best decision.
I could like that
I
was a
don't
really
disagree.
like. I feel like I threw a pound of TNT into like Ab's Twitter when I tweeted that because like I heard from so many people who are like, "No, you're so wrong," and like I've talked to Sakic and like okay, I'll back off, but like I wouldn't put it past him.
Fair
The
to bring it up.
The dude could walk into like Furniture Row and walk out with like a $1 mattress.
Oh,
'cause
absolutely.
That's who Joe
Yes.
Sakic is. Dude would like fleece people left and right. Like, he's
Avs
probably
trade
never.
future considerations
Well,
for
my
a new
buddy
couch.
Marshall's at like Marshall Zellinger, who works with me. He's like, yeah, I'm at Pancakes right now, and like Joe Sakic is sitting 2 tables over from me, and I'm like, I bet you that dude hasn't paid for pancakes in like 15 years. Bet you he's like, oh, I'll give you French toast, like I'll make it for you
On the
like,
house,
oh.
yeah.
and like that's Joe. That's the way he works.
I mean, 100% that's what he does. So, like, he showed up to an IHOP down in Colorado Springs after a Omaha, Nebraska CC game. Came into the IHOP and had breakfast there.
Didn't pay for it, no
bet you
doubt.
didn't pay a dime.
But he probably didn't pay a dime for it.
Dude had like a grand slam or like that.
He's like,
that's a Denny's thing.
let me make you an offer here.
I haven't had IHOP in a long time, but in my old market of Springfield, Illinois, I had IHOP a few times. I bet you that dude didn't pay a dime for pancakes. Like, he didn't pay a dime.
I do want to talk about Andre Burakovsky. He gets off the goal scoring slide again here. Burakovsky's at a weird spot in the fan base right now where I think a lot of people are underrating him because he hasn't been putting the puck in the net.
We could have the same conversation about JT COMPHER.
Oh, I'm here for this conversation. This podcast needs a JT COMPHER defender.
I'm just saying, like, if we're going to have that conversation about Andre Burakovsky, we should have that conversation about JT COMPHER and how much money he's being paid.
I mean, I think COMPHER's a little overpaid.
I put the puck in the net more than JT COMPHER does.
Wow.
JT COMPHER is about to come and beat the hell out of him. I said that because my buddy Jeff is a huge JT fan, and I'm like, JT needs to step up.
Yeah. But
yeah.
But the thing with JT COMPHER is, like, during the regular season, it's ghost stories. You telling ghost stories about JT COMPHER and goals. But then when the playoff starts, all of a sudden he's engaged.
Do we
Like, you
have
gotta
that
love
confidence
that.
that he's going to do this in this?
Absolutely.
This year?
This is a Blais take right here.
Here we go.
JT COMPHER is going to be a factor this year.
Okay.
Take it.
Heard it here first.
I want to see some Twitter messages to me when this happens.
Yeah, here, make a graphic. We need the quote graphic.
Because I will say,
The next greatest, the next one next to the best quote ever that I've taken. The older I get, the dumber I get.
Yeah, well, truth is truth. I don't know what to tell you on that one.
I mean, like, Berkey needs to produce a little bit more.
Yeah.
And certainly in the goal scoring category, I would agree.
But he gets his chances. So the thing about goal scorers is it's a slim margin between being a top-end goal scorer versus
Like me. Yeah.
us that are not playing in NHL. Berkey has missed a lot of nets, but he gets a lot of chances. Now, you don't want a guy shooting square in the chest because that's not going to do anything, right? Square in the chest means it's a frozen puck,
Sure.
face off, whatever. A guy that's a goal scorer is going to miss the net because it's a 6x4. He's picking corners.
He's going shelf.
He's trying to go shelf. He's shooting it higher like my kids that I yell at and laugh, shoot it higher every time they miss. But you want him to take those chances.
You do what I do, and you tap the puck in the net behind the goalie when you've got him like in a tight position, and then you fall down and dislocate your elbow. Like in that moment.
There you go.
Michigan.
Which is exactly what I did. I played beer league for the first time, 2 years ago? My wife now stops me because I called her at 10:30 at night to tell her she's asleep. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to need you to come pick me up because I dislocated my elbow. I need you to take me to urgent care. But I tapped that puck, but
got the goal, though.
Clean it in. Like, it's my first goal ever in beer league.
If you go back through my Twitter, you can see where I shattered my orbital socket with a puck.
Oh, how?
That's
tipped puck
right to the dome.
Right to the dome.
Ooh. Was it tipped? I thought it was just a slap shot to your face.
It was a slap. Oh, I was coming backside. Goalie came out, played the puck, tipped it right into my face.
Nice. Which is why I will no longer play beer league hockey.
I don't either. I just play with buddies. But
yeah,
we
DNVR
are talking about
Let's
this summer trying to get it together, a little drop-in of DNVR people. So are you going to come out and play in that?
How good are your drop-in people?
Not good.
It's going to be a range.
Because when I played at Family Sports, I'd pop into a drop-in every now and then, and it was like former college people who were playing, and I'm like,
yeah, see, that's Blais.
I can barely skate.
That's Blais, but our drop-in average is going to be like...
So like my level.
Maybe they can skate backwards if you're
I
lucky.
don't really have edges.
I feel like
so did you get in the Ferris wheel afterwards? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you went out and...
I went to Family Sports because I wanted to go to the laser tag. Yeah. And I was like, can I get in free into Lasertron, which is what it's called there, which is my favorite. Like, there's a sign at some point when you walk into Family Sports Center that says, players who misbehave in Lasertron shall not be issued a full refund.
Yeah, not refundable.
And I'm just like,
kicked out.
What a fantastic sign that is. Like Lasertron needs to be the name of a beer that I brew at some point.
Yeah,
let's
Lasertron.
go.
Yes.
Or like some weird cocktail somewhere. Like Lasertron is just a solid name that somebody else should use at some point.
We've kind of been talking about it tangentially. Meghan, you said it earlier.
Can't keep a full topic with me here because
this is genuinely my favorite post-game pod ever so far. I've loved this podcast. Meghan, you talked about it. They got some goal scoring from everywhere. They get a goal from Eric Johnson to go ahead in the second period. The Condor himself. Can you realistically expect offense this diverse in the playoffs from this team? Or is this a regular season thing?
I would say yes, because they're not even fully healthy right now, and I think they're only made better when that happens.
Let's go. Okay. Love that take. End the show.
Legitimately, every take Meghan has had. So as far as I agree with that. I know.
Agreed.
God knows I'm not a good analyst.
even the LILES take was better than
the
my
correct
take.
one. She knows the correct answers. We are brought to you by Avaka TV, our sponsor.
That's the thing where you can watch the Avalanche
game. Also, our sponsor for the Party Bus, by the way, April 16th.
Next
going
weekend.
Down to the Avs game. There it is.
Instead of fleecing me like DirecTV Stream does, you can go with Avaka TV, which doesn't fleece you as much as.
I don't even have to do the reads. Steve's coming on and doing the reads for me.
This is going to be an Avaka TV commercial at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I'm going to get called into the office. Like, Steve, what are you doing in your spare time?
That wasn't Steve. That was Cale Makar.
Yeah, right? Yeah. What's that bearded man? That was I don't have a beard
That's
anymore.
what gave you away is the beard, I think. I'm not sure Cale can grow a beard. Avaca, just $25 a month. You can get Altitude. You can get Rocky Mountain Sports Network. Now that the Rockies are back, they also have national channels, so they got you covered for football. All Colorado sports on Avaca. It's great. It's right on your TV. You don't have to do any jumping through hoops to watch.
You can see Steve on the news on that.
Steve on the news.
Is 9 News on the Avaca?
Yes.
I believe it is, yeah.
Look at that. You can watch.
Actually, it's really good.
Yep.
If you, ooh, it's really good. That is the best description of 9 News that I've ever heard. Like, seriously, like, people in here, when I was like, I'm from 9 News, and people clapped, I was like, I haven't heard claps for 9 News in a long time.
Have you never been to the DNVR bar?
There you go. So go watch Steve on Avaca TV, evoca.tv/DNVR.
Can I get my own show on Avaca TV?
Can you get your own show on 9 News?
No.
Then probably not.
People mistake me for Kyle Clark all the time, which
Look.
I'm like 30 to 40 pounds heavier than Kyle Clark and have a beard. And people are like, hey, you're Kyle, right? And I'm like, nope.
Kyle Clark's like the John Michael Lyles of 9 News.
Wow.
There are a lot of people who are like, the eyes.
What is
the eyes that got me?
What does that make Steve?
I am the...
Peter Forsberg of 9 News. Let's go.
That's nice.
Ooh, who would I be? I'm like the Matt Calvert of 9 News.
I like
Chad
that.
is going to love that
like
answer.
that.
That's a good answer.
So you like to fight, but you like to lose fights.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
If you ever watch me on Twitter, that's like basically how you can describe me in a great way.
Around these parts, Matt Calvert is known as the Denim Daddy,
Yes.
just so you know.
The Den of Daddy.
The Denim Daddy.
Denim Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. I wear jeans all the time. I
You got jean jackets?
I can pop this up
wearing
top
jeans right
anytime. Anytime you want.
Let's go.
Like Logan O'Connor is my new Matt Calvert, except he doesn't he's kinda
Accurate.
like
Good
in a
choice.
slump.
He is. He absolutely
Kind
is.
of in a slump?
It's true.
I've loved Logan at the beginning of the season.
We
And
did too.
Yeah.
We released a
It
shirt.
wasn't sustainable.
Man,
really sad about
who
that.
said that for months on end that it wasn't sustainable? Who could that have been?
AJ,
Well, okay, sure. It really is. Logan O'Connor does absolutely fill that high energy role, gets the job done even if it isn't on a production level for the Avs. And then you have Nathan MacKinnon scoring the 4th goal in this game because he's just better than everyone else.
But he can't get the empty net goal. So
It's-
I'm not sure
Look.
about McKinnon.
He just. It's only worth trying when he has an opponent in net. Okay.
I was like,
Actually, there's probably truth to that. Mentally, he checked out of
there's
that one.
part of me wondering. I was like, is it better for me as to have a fundraiser where people are waiting to the end of the game, to have an OT game? Because I was like, this is over, right? 4-3.
It felt done. It definitely felt done for sure.
And then, nope.
Oops.
Yeah. No.
Just tried to make it exciting. That's all. That we have you watch the pod, so maybe you know this, maybe you don't. We have a saying about the Avs that they like to be choked a little.
Yeah, I could see that. They like people taking advantage of them slightly.
Just a little bit, not all the way,
Yeah.
but enough to get them going.
There's
That's
a little
all.
bit of toxicity there, where they're like, I don't like to just win this outright. I
Yeah.
wanna
make it
something.
interesting for sure.
Yeah.
So definitely on that front, Avs. They're a team that just doesn't make it easy on the fan base. It's never free. It feels like at times.
Guys, we're at 108 points.
They're
I know.
108
freakishly
points.
good.
With how many games left?
11 games left now.
And that's on that.
You got to start resting guys.
Do you do that? Yeah, I guess you do.
If there's anyone that's like, I feel this little twinge right here, be like, cool, take a
Week
game
off.
off.
Yeah.
We
Don't
just want you for the
push it.
playoffs.
Do you say that in the pregame? Right? They're going to start resting guys?
He did. Yeah.
I think that's smart.
I would. I mean, unless you're really dead set on winning the trophy, the President's Trophy, why would you? And again, it's like it doesn't matter what happens to the Avalanche right now. They have injuries, doesn't matter. Next man up. You have a depleted defense. they're still winning. You put your backup goalie in, still winning. Your backup goalie is unreal. Who cares? Sit the whole team. Bring up the Eagles team. Let them play the last
Now
few games.
you're talking.
Nah, I think that's Megan's language right there. For
I kind
sure.
of baited you into it, honestly. I knew what I was doing.
You cover the Eagles,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They won tonight.
Did they win tonight?
Yep.
Nice.
They won,
Were you
like,
up there?
big
Were you
tonight.
covered?
No.
Okay.
She was here, sporting. By the way, also Saturday. Yes, there's an Avs game watch along. We'll also have DU on
Let's
some of those.
go. I'm going to be
televisions.
watching that. So
Nice.
I'm going to be at the
No.
Colorado Broadcaster Association Awards.
Wow.
we'll give you some
Ooh.
updates then.
Thank you. Text me, please.
Are you gonna win?
Probably not, because it's me. So,
That,
Oh,
that sounds like you
whoa,
deserve to
whoa,
win to
whoa.
me.
it's either if you get invited, you're either a runner-up or you're a winner. And anytime I've chosen to go to these awards, it's always been like, "Hey, you're the runner-up," and I'm like, "Cool, I'm glad I just burned a day off for that." So we'll see. But this team is too good not to watch at some point. And then DU.
Oh,
Playing
unreal!
tomorrow
They
night,
take
right?
down Michigan to go play in the Natty.
Very excited.
Unreal game. By the way, Mitchell texted me from here in the morning. Should I bet on DU because they're plus 150 to win this game? And I was like, no. Michigan has their whole roster. Is
I wouldn't have
basically
bet against
first-round draft
Michigan
picks.
either. Yeah.
And then the game started, and I watched 5 minutes of the first period, and I was like, put money on DU. They're going to win this game. And I went and put money on there. Mitchell went and put money on there. And
Easy
we
money.
won money.
Easy money.
I got to do the money at some point. I don't do that. I put money on the app.
Do you want me to send you a code? Because I get money back.
I heard there was something about the DraftKings, and then they do all the hockey terminology, all the commercials that I ever see on Altitude, the Gino.
Well, let's not
game-
talk about those
this
commercials.
is Blaze's least
The
favorite
game-winning
commercial.
Gino, which I'm
Yep.
I've never
Look.
heard anyone say that ever.
Look, I
but-
love DraftKings. That's what I use to bet. That commercial makes me want to pull out the hair that I have left in my head out. It's awful. No one talks like that. I'm sorry. Sorry, DraftKings.
You're correct.
Thank you for bringing that up on the public. I've tweeted about that, and I'm not sure if it's a popular tweet or not, but yes, that is.
We have a couple of super chats to get
Speaking
to
of which,
here.
DraftKings. Enter the code DNVR. Oh wait, no. What is it? The code DNVR?
It is. It
Holy
is.
crap!
You're
Right.
literally doing all my reads for me.
I love live reads. Live reads are the
Oh,
best.
they good. You never know where they're going
Because
to go.
I can tell him Steve sent you. Just go to enter the promo code.
Rudo and Manscaped took on
Manscaped.
It was crazy.
Don't ever
free advertising,
razor.
no.
don't own
Tell him
CDs.
Steve sent you. That guy has a lot of hair.
It's falling off. Don't tell me about it.
What do we got? Yeah, here super chats. $9.99
You
from
guys have a bathroom up here, by the way?
Chupa. We do. It's really hard to get to. Just use the one down in the bar.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you mind if I walk
Go,
away
go,
from
go,
here
go.
now?
We got super
Yeah.
chats. You're good.
What is Super Chat?
People give us money.
Oh.
Yeah. Just on the show in the chat, they pay money. We read their comments because they're amazing. That's all. Half
That's a
drunk.
$9.99 Super Chat. Top.
Wait till we get to this one a little bit down the way. Half drunk in Carolina territory, an Avs fan
Be right
in
back.
a sea of red. So happy to see Cale end it in OT. Side, I can't read that word. My kiddo just turned 10 today, and his big gift was a McKinnon. Amazing. I guess you just get it online for the McKinnon jersey, I assume. Thank you very much, Chuba. That's awesome. Yeah, the Avs fans are dope. That's all I have to say. Anywhere in the world that you're at, Carolina, Europe.
More drunk. Half drunk.
Excuse me. If Yahir is drunk, officially, chat. He thought you should know. $5 from Griff. Yahir is the vibe. Confirmed. Full drunk Yahir.
That's got to be a
is the
Yahir.
vibe.
Basically, that's one of his
That's
buddies.
his burner account.
Because no one agrees with this take whatsoever. I'm sorry. No one agrees. No one agrees, I hear.
Blaze, you love me. You just hate to love me.
Might be true.
$5 from the Schick. tracking pucks about as well as Stevie Wonder tonight. Frankie tracking pucks. Yeah, his puck management wasn't great tonight. A game that they probably should have won in regulation if Frankie did play a little bit better, I think. But they got away with it.
I mean, that's what you're going to get from your backup goaltender. I know people want to put a lot of weight on the backup goaltender position, but
that dude's not playing in the playoffs. Yeah.
No, he's not playing in the playoffs. And unless something happens to Kuemper, he's not going to see the ice. And when you're playing a back-to-back, you're going to play your backup goaltender against the weaker opponent. And right now, the Oilers have position on Winnipeg.
Yep.
So this is what you're going to do, and you just have to live with it. Like, you're not going to get the stops that you expect from Kuemper, and that's fine. That's what he is. He is a great backup goaltender, and that's what he's going to be for his career. And I think he understands that. The Avs understand it. It's a good position to be in right now. Like, you love to have that guy be in the backup goaltender. Look what he's done this year.
Yep.
Shutouts from a backup goaltender. Like, come on. Like, give the guy a break. He's awesome.
Yeah. No argument there. $5 from Enrique. Beautiful jersey, Megan.
Oh, thank you.
Is that Enrique?
I assume that is Enrique. AJ's buddy.
Roommate.
I know
Roommate.
Enrique
Yeah.
on the Twitter.
On the
I
Twitters?
think I know Enrique
The Twitters.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
He makes. Let me tell you, Enrique makes a mean beef jerky.
Oh, he gave samples out
It's
to
so good.
me and Rudo?
Yeah.
Like smoking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
smoked meat. It was great.
$2 from Alex. Josi for Hart. Cale for Norris. Go DU.
I love it.
I like that take.
I'm here for it. Not going to happen, but I'm here for it. $10 from Ali Rez. Ali Rez? I think I got that right. Such an amazing cause. My brother graduated from Anchor Center 12 years ago.
Anchor Center is an incredible cause. The thing I keep going back to is beyond what they do for kids. It's what they do for families who are in this situation where they have someone who has a vision impairment and they're like, how is this kid going to be part of regular life? And the Anchor Center just does an amazing job working with families and making them feel comfortable. So
All vibes. Go give a donation over there for Steve and for all of us, because
we'd love it. It's anchorcenter.org/9newssteve.
There you
All
go.
One word.
Get in on it.
It's crazy that's not /Magic Mike.
You guys are gonna like when I do the country two-step and I dance to Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And there is a part where my partner, who is a professional dance instructor at Arthur Murray, hops on my back and I do 2 push-ups, which is a lot for me.
So you are a cowboy in this dance.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
She rides a cowboy, which I am not.
And then an incredibly generous super chat here from Byron. $100 super chat.
Wow.
I don't know what he doesn't have anything to
Do
say.
they cap you at you can't donate $100 and he's
No,
$99.99?
You could donate whatever you want.
I like the
It's just-
$99.
they
There
have-
was
Yeah,
there.
thank you,
So
Byron.
last year we had, was it $200 for Rudo to wear jorts?
to wear a pair of jorts that were like up there.
I would do some wild stuff for like a super chat.
I've done some interesting stuff.
Rudo definitely has, and I've had to sit next to him during these wildness.
You've put on makeup before?
Oh yeah.
As have I.
Not
I do it every night.
not like news makeup. Like
like you're talking.
I
Like
get my
blush
lipstick
and-
on. Oh yeah, I'm looking good.
Okay.
Wearing women's clothes.
Billy Madison style, where you're like crossing off names, putting lipstick on.
Yeah. Look, I look sexy that night. All right, nobody can take that away from me.
Yar is the vibe.
Yeah,
Yar
here.
is the vibe.
He is the vibe. Absolutely. You
So yeah, here on the pod, I agree with that.
come on
I
the pod,
disagree
then,
with
nerd.
that. I disagree with it.
You can be on the pod whenever you choose to be. We know you have control of that.
I have control of everything on this show. I'll end it right now.
Don't end it right now. Come on now. Look, Avs took a win. They're hurtling towards the being the best team entering the playoffs. Do we have any good vibe takes that anyone wants to share?
Yeah, man. Did you guys see Jokic last night?
Oh, headband yoke.
Because that was dope. By the way, headband yoke is going into the history books, so that's the best yoke there is.
Confirmed.
And that's no yoke.
Got him.
Give us the DU take. What's the magic?
DU
take?
champs?
No.
Oh, what's the score?
I could never.
What's the score?
I'm too. AJ's gonna kill me. I'm too superstitious.
I got. It's gonna be 3-2.
Eat it out of this couch.
Minnesota
She's a little
State.
bit stitious.
Now this is easy dub. 4-1. Easy dub.
Oh, I don't
Against
know if I
Minnesota
like
State.
that.
Are crazy.
Easy dub. Minnesota is soft. Bunch of zero cup fans
I don't
up there.
like this.
You call yourself the state of hockey. How many cups you've won
This
up
is
there?
bad.
Huh? How many?
I take, like they used to call themselves Hockey Town. There's a town up there that called themselves Hockey Town. I'm like,
Look,
probably,
there's another pod.
but like, come on.
There's another pod here if you're gonna say that Minnesota doesn't have it's Hockey Town USA. Period.
100%.
Blaze and I are fighting now.
All I'm gonna say is, like, have you ever been to Arizona? Because Arizona has a lot.
I go to Arizona all the time. Favorite place. My kids play a hockey tournament down there. Love it.
They have hockey down in Arizona.
Yes. So like when I was growing up, right? Sorry, our hockey tournaments were, hey, we're gonna go to Detroit.
Right. And
Yay!
and you
Detroit?
had a freaking
Are you-
blast.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause
no.
now you'd have a freaking blast.
No. Well, yeah.
Have
It's
you
a,
been to,
it's a little
like,
different now.
Detroit's a cool city now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it?
It
I'll
is.
be a defender of my city. For
No. Look. Detroit has
It's not-
turned the corner.
It's not Denver, right? Like, Denver's a cool city.
Obviously not
Has
Denver.
a ton of great stuff. Detroit, like, has more and more.
But see, the greatest thing was all the parents got together, the hockey directors, and they're like, look, we could go to Detroit, Chicago, all these like hotbeds of hockey, which that's where I used to go play, where it's just going to play hockey. And they're like, but we understand that this is your vacation. So
the
we're going to go
winter.
to Arizona and San Diego. I'm like,
Yep.
yes, sign me up
That sounds about right.
all the time. And the greatest thing about it is the hockey there is legit now.
Yeah. I went and caught a game when Katie and I were in Scottsdale. We were like, we got to watch the Avs. We got to find a place to watch them. We went to I think it's the Coyotes practice facility.
Yes.
Yeah,
18 degrees.
Yes,
It's like
you
the
went
ice
to
house
the,
or whatever it's
yeah,
called.
Yeah, So you went to, was it 32 degrees?
18.
18 degrees.
And it was really cool. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, how cool would this be if the Avs had a
Oh,
practice?
please.
Did you go there when they
Please.
renovated it? So it's like totally brand
We
new?
were just there like a few weeks
Yeah,
ago.
so that's the new one.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And like there were people watching their kids like practice hockey, like
Yeah.
from the bar.
Yeah.
Up above. Like it was really cool.
Must be nice. Late super chat here from Alex Meghan. Is there a name on that beauty of a DU jersey?
There is not.
Unnamed for the best.
It's the name on the front that matters.
Mark Rycroft.
Oh, Mark Rycroft. Yes. Love it.
Peter McNabb. is the name on the DU jersey.
Old school. Kicking it old school. I'm good. I know we kind of had a tangent of a pod, but let's face it, it's that time of year for the Avs. They're kind of just waiting to get the
Guys,
playoffs
if
going.
you want a tangent, I will come on
Oh,
this podcast.
you are welcome.
Whenever you damn well want.
Anytime.
I'm happy to talk about the weirdest stuff.
Genuinely one of my favorite post-game podcasts
This
today.
is
I'm
fun.
so happy
You
that you
guys
came
rock.
on, Steve. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
This
thanks
was
for
very
coming
fun.
on.
It's great to come here. The great place for the event, and great place to come here.
Anything you want to shout out where the people can follow you, or if you want to yell something out, whatever.
Sure, I am at Steve Stager. That is STAEGER. It's like a tiger. You tell it to stay, and it goes grr on Twitter and all the other social platforms too. S Stager on Instagram, but Twitter is where I like spend way too much of my time.
Probably all of us.
Definitely true there.
And at 9 Cheap Seats, because we're definitely going to do a podcast soon. So Jeff and I will do that.
I believe
Collab.
Yeah, we should come on.
you. There you
Do
go.
something.
You're
We'll come on
anytime you want, bud.
Anytime you want.
You would all love Jeff Sautel. He's among one of my favorite Avs fans I've ever met. So
amazing. Happy. Hope you all enjoyed, chat. We're going to get out of here for the night. The Avs do it all again tomorrow night against Edmonton. So same time, I think. Do they play at 7? It is in Edmonton, so it is probably at least an hour later. I don't know what time puck drop starts. Sorry. But during tomorrow night.
8 o'clock.
Oh, it's an 8 o'clock start. Why? Yeah. Why even live?
I'll be at Eagles. See you guys.
Oh, why?
You're not going to come in tomorrow?
I'll be in Loveland.
She'll do a real job.
Maybe Jesse will come in. Maybe.
We'll see.
Shout out Jesse.
Yeah, shout out Jesse for getting engaged.
shout out Jesse for getting engaged.
Imaginary
to
person.
An imaginary
Were they
person.
real? Or
Not
are they
real.
No, we've met
she's
her.
fake.
She's real.
Nope.
She's real.
That was someone Jesse hired to come. All right. Trust me on this.
That's the big thing is like everyone's like, this person isn't real. She's real. We've met her.
The wife I've talked about for the last 15, 20 minutes or whatever it's been, she's real.
She sounds
It's like
too
an
good to be
hour,
true.
hour
Yeah,
15.
it's been at least an hour.
Oh my God. She's probably dying for me to drive home.
All
My
right.
father-in-law and sister-in-law are down there too. I probably should go.
All right.
No, you're good.
We're going to get out of here.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, chat. We love all of you. We'll be back tomorrow. You know the drill. Until then, we'll talk to you on the next one.